Oh, Crash Bandicoot, eat the funny humper food. Ah, Jiminy. Greetings and salutations, my little potatoes. I'm going to, go to crouch.
Cortex! Why is that mindless Marsupio still collecting those crystals? He's defeated Rocco and Wawa! I'm beginning to question the value of your super weapon! I don't need another mask's help. I can take this Crash punk out with my metal arm tied behind my back.
Oh, Crunch. Stop being silly. Uka, he will use the elemental masks. No need for you to lose any beauty sleep.
Cool. Yeah, we're actually going pretty far. I think the only thing, we have like two like worlds left. And then we have to go back into one or two worlds to get the other gems we missed. I meant to look up how to get some of them too, but I forgot. So, won't worry about it. So we got Avalanche, we got Droid Void, Crash Droids, Coral Canyon, and Weathering Heights. Oh, you almost got me. Oh. Cool, so how's everyone doing today?
Crash Bandicoot, eh? Oh, I've heard so much about you, and this is the hero I have to blow away? Huh, seems like a bunch of hot air to me.
I mean, 25 stages is pretty much on par for Crash Bandicoot. I wouldn't, I'm not gonna knock it for that. If anything, I wish it was 5 worlds shorter so I didn't have to deal with it, but... you know. And I'm not sure like how much of it is my emulator dying and then how much of it is just the game running like shit. It's only capping at 30, so I think the game just happens to happens at 30. So, I'm just not gonna worry about it. Because it's not like the GameCube version in particular drops frames like the dickens anyway, so I'm not sure how much of it is my emulator messing up. Let's see, in the middle of replaying Yokai Watch 2, and oh, nice! Good stuff. I need to get back to 3. I really wish, like, I kind of regret getting 3 digitally now, because I kind of want to stream it, but, you know, I have it on the, I don't have it on the recording 3DS, so there's nothing I can do. Well, there's like that thing where you can like set it up with like your router or whatever, but I don't know how to do that. If I figure it out though, I'll stream Yokai Watch 3. Cause like the Sage's Yokai Watch 2 LP has been like, people have so recently been like, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world and I miss it, and it's like, oh, great. Now I kind of miss it too. That's not gonna, okay. MLG. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, no, I messed it up. Didn't see that. Whoop! Nailed it. We're not doing half bad. Hup. Hup. And it sucks because Coco can't double jump. 3 golden yens in a row? What do you need with 3 golden yens? I mean, I know Sages would love to get back to it, but like he's been I don't think no, he said it on Twitter. He's had bad migraines lately, so like he's just straight up like not able to do a lot of that stuff now, just because like he's in a lot of pain. So you know, like, sort of, give the boy some love. Rewatch all the Yokai Watch 2 LP without ad block on, even if you don't like want to like focus on it. Just leave it on in like another tab or something. Just give my boy some of the ad revenue he needs. Let my boy be a little happier. He's having a hard time. Yes, we got through the tsunami level. This game is great. What? Oh crap. Oh shit, is this like that one thing where we had to like adjust it? Oh, the box is breaking? Is it gonna matter if I don't go through all the slaloms? Oh, he's probably like a gem you get for going through them all. Hup. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Shoot, it means I'm probably gonna have to redo it. It's not like this level's all that long, so it's not like I care, but... Yes, rewatch every series that you enjoy. Just make sure your ad block is off so my boy's profiting. Oh no, we got all 22. Yeah, it's the gem. Nice! That was super satisfying. Whew. God, DDLC was so much fun. My only regret with that series is that when, Sariori just screams in agony at one point that I couldn't have screamed in agony as well. But it was way too late that night, and I didn't want to wake Mom up by screaming. Sage's lose his virginity was a joke. Well, of course, he's not gonna fucking lose his virginity on stream. There was a, did my emulator freeze? Okay. There was an April Fool's video once from a guy called Garland the Great. He's a Final Fantasy YouTuber. And the whole thing about it was you would be able to like add your own annotations to his video. And so the video was just called Selfie Loses Virginity. And it was just it was a bit of Final Fantasy VIII gameplay, but anyone who watched it could make their own annotations on it. And so the joke was it was really boring until like you looked at everyone's annotations and see what stories everyone made for it. But that video title stuck with me for a long time, so I'm like, all right, we have to name this episode "Sages Loses Virginity." I really want to like hit the X button, but I'll die. That was satisfying. So what's everyone eating for dinner tonight? I had spaghetti. And it was good. It was good poschetti. Can I? Yep. Oh god, you're fast. Oh god, you're fast. Oh god, you're fast. I don't know why we never finished Honey Pop. I know we were having a good time with it. I think Sage just said like he started getting like hit with a lot of like he was like losing ad revenue on all of them, which, you know, makes sense. What? Shit, how far back is that gonna push me? Oh, okay, not far at all. I lost my mask, but I got it back. Kind of like an angle. That's like really hard to tell with this angle. Ah! Oh no, that's it. This is... I keep forgetting I have the double jump. Like, why don't I just start using that? Oh. There's gotta be like a challenge mode where like someone goes through the entire game without using the double jump. Ah. Hup. This is a little spooky, I don't like it. But just games with double jumps in general anyway are really fun. I don't know why people, I don't know why more games don't use them. Fuck! Or I don't know why more platformers don't include a double jump. The double jump was a plot point in Celeste, and that was really cool. But Celeste in general is really... I feel like more people should play Celeste. You have my blessing. If you like platformers, you're gonna love Celeste. And if you don't like platformers, well, you're not. Celeste is a very specifically a platformer fan game. I have a distinct feeling I'm gonna, like, lose here. Well, why would it be lazy game design? It's just fun. Like, if people are worried that, like, it's not gonna be challenging, just make a challenging game that has double jumps in it. Make the, Celeste is hard. But the cool thing about it is, death is not discouraged. When you die, you're back in the action in, like, maybe 1 second. Well, the hell is this? You're back in the action really quickly, and... reverse controls? You're back in the action super quickly, and there's no, like, lives or penalties. You can just keep going. If you died, now you know to do something different this time. This is... You'd figure this would be one of the cooler parts of the game, but it's just kind of drags it down. Got a headshot on that one, though. That's got to amount to something. Hello, Cammy. I'm glad you could pop in, at least. That's all I ever want, everyone to have fun, so may the rest of your night be glorious. Well, yeah, but if you can't make interesting... Like, if you can't make an interesting platform game without... If your levels suck because you have a double jump, your levels are gonna suck without a double jump. Lack of creativity is a developer thing, not a double jump issue. Talk about the origins of Lost.jpg. There was someone who had something, and then it was missing. But you see, he also couldn't make it a PNG because that's a lossless codec. Or he couldn't make it a FLAC. Fuck, I don't know. Just because I work in an industry where I have to know file extensions doesn't mean I know what file extensions are. This controls awkwardly. I don't know if I'd outright say it's bad, but it's certainly not ideal. It's no run and gun, but that kind of was the issue with a lot of like early PS2 era games kind of like this kind of had a chronic issue of getting shooting right. Like they were so almost right. And they started getting the hang of it like a little later on, but at least it was better than the PS1 era. Like, stuff like Armored Core, I don't know how they expected people to control that. Well, it wasn't, like, the hardest thing in the world. I'm sure, like, once you get the hang of it, it's just, you really are, like, flying a mech when you're playing Armored Core. Alright, all I'm saying is that Bubsy doesn't have to be bad. Oh, I guess I deserve that. I think Bubsy is bad because the devs just don't care. But I don't think Bubsy is an inherently flawed idea. Nice. and I will die on that hill. That things that are bad are like could be good is, I guess, what I'm trying to get at. Was there another gem in here that I missed? I feel like there was another gem in here. Yeah, there was another gem. I wonder what I missed. I didn't even see that. That's another thing we'll just have to go back for. Time for Crash Druids. I mean, yeah. They paid real money to get celebrities to say these things, and they drop one line and they get out. It's not even, like, clever. Oh, fuck. Are there relic jam? Oh, I don't want to have to deal with relics. Alright, where are the boxes? Oh, Jesus, there goes most of my HP. What is going on? Oh, this looks awful. And I know I have to get it right on the first try, because Lord knows I don't want to do this a second time. Okay, I think I'm doing something wrong. Alright, so there's like a... That? Do I have to knock you guys out? Alright, I'm gonna just die. This was the experimental phase. The Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds of Dodgeball. I'm dead.
Cortex has assembled an armada of space stations that are ready to strike the planet.
Yeah, you can't even tell what, like, the advice is because the audio mixing is so bad. I'm assuming that I have to take these things out. Haha, look at just a phony number. Alright, let's pop 2 of these like a zit and then see if we can. I shouldn't pop that yet. Ow! Yeah, imagine dying and all you go is whoop! Oh, did this track? Ow. All this is proving is that suicide is the answer. Look at how fast I'm getting ripped through when they dive bomb me. There goes one. Let's see if I can go find me another healing crate. You can get out of here. You're scaring me. Whoop! Bitch, you thought. Right, let's see what we can do now. Because I don't know where the rest of the boxes are. So I've kind of just got to assume that I'm not having them all. There's another heal. Yeah, call this Ogon no Kaze, am I right, Joj Bros? Do I have them? No, there's 2. Plus, like, where you're aiming is kind of obscured by your ship, so... Alright, I'm gonna break this, drop a state, and then see if I got the gem. state. Alright, big boy. Does not look like I got the gem. Alright, where's the other box then? Where could you be in the vast reaches of space? Does breaking you count? Why doesn't it tell you on the screen? I forgot we named ourselves Splorch. No, I don't know where the last box is, but we didn't get the gem, so I clearly didn't get it. Did these guys count as gems? Well, I got the crystal, but I don't know if I got the gem, you know? I'm still being shot at. Alright, come on, buddy. Did I get the gem? I know I got the crystal, but what about the clear gem? The box is in a better game. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, I did get the gem, huh? Rad. Can't wait to never deal with that again. But we're going right back underwater, so it's like, well, is this any better? So no, it's not actual fun. It is Stockholm Syndrome. Hello there, Cinnamon Soda. How you doing? Oh, sorry. We don't allow any positive ape gen feedback here. You're gonna have to leave. I'm joking. I'm glad that someone enjoyed it. All I want in my life is just to be able to, like, drop my bombs on a shark. Some days you just can't get rid of it. Oh. Bomb. Well, because this game just feels like the developers... Because Naughty Dog didn't develop this, I don't think. So the developers were just going like, okay, people really... Like, Crash 3 sold really well. We don't know what to do. Let's just remake Crash 3 and hope that no one notices. Give it a new plot. And hope that this sells like gangbusters, and it didn't. It didn't sell poorly, but it definitely sold a lot worse than the PS1 Crashes did. Yeah, hit a nitro when the bomb started falling down, so it got... This poor bastard. He doesn't even get to die, he just vaporizes. So did I get everything that was in there? I did. Because I know we missed a gem in one of these, so... I really don't want to have that happen again. Bitch, you thought. Damn it. I thought that coral over there was a gem too, which is what I started going back for. I'll say Sword and Shield is, like, and this is going to be maybe a pathetic thing to say, because I should probably reevaluate my life if this series has that kind of effect on me. But the Sword and Shield discourse is what finally got, god damn it, is what finally got me to go on antidepressants. So, you know, probably reevaluate my relationship with media. See, the underwater levels here definitely aren't fun because we just have to keep going up and down to make sure that I'm not missing boxes, that I'm not getting ganked by these bombs up here. Oh! Well, it was a long time coming. It was a long time coming. But I will say that's probably the one positive that Sword and Shield has brought into my life. Oh! Oh, I don't want to go that far back. I don't have a choice, do I? Out there, the exact same spot. Great. If I hit select... I wish there was some way to bring the box... There it is. Break your friend's heart, it's fun. Oh, God damn, dude! Oh, I don't want to keep doing that. Oh, I thought it was further along. Okay, now we don't have to worry about it. See, look at that. We're kicking butt now. And I almost died. Ah, look at that. Nitro. Like I said there would be. Or box is just up above. Look, all I know is I don't discuss Sword and Shield discourse anymore. I said my piece. They're clearly selling well. The series just isn't for me anymore, so... no point in talking about what bums me out. My friend got it today, and he was just like, yo, look at my trainer number, and it was 69. I'm like, yo, man, it's hilarious. I had never seen it before. I mostly see 420 everywhere. God has forsaken me. I'd heard of Temtem, but I'm gonna... There's one that I've been checking out on VP that was called Disc Creatures, and it's $15, but I'm probably gonna... It's on my wish list. I'm probably gonna grab it on the Steam sale. Because it kind of has like the... It kind of has the Game Boy aesthetic. But it's $15, so it's kind of a lot to ask. But I know I'm already going to have to burn a lot on this Steam Winter Sale because I want the Umineko answer arcs, so... So I already know I'm going to be spending more than I usually spend at this Winter Sale. Yeah, you know, you just got to inch really slowly. Very fun gameplay. Any interest in the Digimon game? I don't know. Digimon is kind of weird for me. I don't hate Digimon, but... Why would you take the one thing away from me that makes the underwater levels fun? All I know is that now that I finished the question arcs of Umineko is I can get back to Rose Gold Heart, and that's going well. Grabbed some plot ideas and, or rather some character development and music ideas from Umineko. Yeah, I can't speak to the quality of Disc Creatures. I can just say that it certainly looks like a Game Boy Color game. That's literally all I can say about the game because I haven't bought it. And that it has the approval of a couple anonymous people on 4chan's VP board, which probably doesn't mean all that much. Ah! There was nothing I could do. He was in my Bandicoot booty. He was in my Bandicooter. Well, no, I had one of the character archetypes, and this is really only going to mean anything to the people of you who've played Umineko. One of the character archetypes is pretty similar to Rosa from Umineko, so Rosa taught me how to make her character more better. So, you know, look forward to that. is all I'm gonna say. No, what? That hurt me? Comic why? I don't know, I want Rose Gold Heart to hurt. No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be the best mother figure. Oh god. Shouldn't Crash's organs be shooting out of his mouth from now with all the water pressure on top of him? Yeah, Rosa Gold Heart. Oh, I should. Yeah, I just finished up the question arcs last night, and that shit was nuts. The music is really good. Thank Christ, I never have to worry about this level again. The music was killer. Glad to see that so many people have played Umineko. James and Hani, you get you all into it too, or is that just me? Well, I know, but like if you go too far down, the water pressure is gonna like squish your guts out, right?
Not used to the weather here. I wimp.
I just don't get it. Anyway, not gonna mention any more about Rose Gold Heart. You've gotten it, so can't wait for you to experience it. It's like 30% done now. But don't like subs explode if like they go too far down? With how fast Crash was going down, I really figured that his organs would be shooting out of his ears by then. You all have my blessing that Umineko is Kino. It was the most James sentence I've ever emitted. It's very good. I had I'm a speed reader, and it took me 40 hours to get through the question arcs. But like, how far do we have to put a marsupial before their organs start getting crushed underwater? Like, yeah, human can go pretty deep, but, you know, like, what's the limit for Crash? I figured it was going to be, like, wind pressure and, like, suck me in, but... So, what you're saying, Brad, is that we can put a marsupial, like, we can put a possum, like, really far underwater and it's gonna be fine. Well, yeah, a sub takes 1,000 meters to pop, but that's because a sub is made to not pop. I don't know, I probably shouldn't be talking to the marine biologist like I have any idea what I'm talking about. Like, I figured the devs caring about wind pressures, the PS2 could handle it, yes, but in the hands of the devs, that this game was clearly shit out to make a quick buck. That's probably not fair. I don't know what the dev cycle of this game was like. Because it's entirely possible this was like rushed out for the Christmas season and there's nothing that they could have done. Well, didn't realize that was TNT. Thanks, game. God, I take it all back, devs. All of your goodwill is gone. Take it all back. Yeah, Ace's stands would be the bends. That would be great. There we go. One of my favorite memes that I've seen recently, it was like, it was a picture of Squidward shoveling Krabby Patties into his mouth. This has gotta be a trap, right? Not necessarily. It was a picture of Squidward shoveling Krabby Patties into his mouth. And it said, under Squidward, it said, people who like Radiohead, and the Krabby Patties were all subtitled penis. Explaining memes is probably the least funny thing you can do to one of them. But I enjoyed it. Okay, watch this. I always have to feel like I always feel like I have to make sure they all go off. Like, I know it didn't crash one, but it's like with this game, I can never tell, you know? I gotta find that picture. Yeah, 1-ups just don't really have the same alert at them anymore, do they? What do I name the UFO Pokemon? UFO out of here. UFoker. Hop. Olumga. Hop! A-pair. lmao is one of my favorite Clovermon just because it was such a cute name. I don't know, Clover gave me some good ideas. Like, the most important one recently is knowing that I could change the music track of an area whenever I want by flipping a switch. And that's going to be very important for a plot piece. Or rather, the music's not part of the plot, it's just, you know, it'll be emotional, you know? Criminy Gismus. Ah! Oh, I sliced my little Bandicooter right up. Yeah, music is a big part of Rose Gold Heart just because I love music so much. So I've carefully curated each track to make sure that they all, like, hit just right. And, like, some characters still don't have tracks because I haven't found the right one. Like, the Rival doesn't have a track. I've gotten most of the big trainers' themes all picked out except for the Rival. Thank you. Whew. What's your favorite song made by Atlas? That's hard. I've got a Twinsanity stream up on the channel, actually. It was a one-session thing. It was charity. I think Sages needed help with his, like, a computer, so I did a donation stream, and I did Twinsanity all in one glorious run.
Hey, look! The orange boy likes to fly!
Time to earn your wings, kid.
Probably something from the Persona 5 soundtrack. Because in general, Persona 5 is one of my favorite OSTs in all of gaming. Hey, Lubruhaha, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh god, tell me I don't have the pop boxes here. I'll tell you one I really don't care for, like the major boss theme from SMT2, where it's like, Eh. Ah! I kind of forget what you're supposed to do here. I guess wherever he's attacking from is his weak point. So I suppose. Oh God! What? They couldn't even like program in a death animation. That just means there's nothing I can do about it though. It's like the second I get like sucked in the tractor beam, I die. So just then that attack is just wasted time. I have no intention of playing any of the mutant games. I don't, like, none of those interest me. What am I supposed to do there? Barrel roll? It kind of is like Tornadus, isn't it? I've never even played any of the mutant games. I've never heard anything good about them, so I never bothered. Yeah, I've got no clue what Aku Aku's doing. Oh, there's like a, you're supposed to see where the gap comes in. Okay. That's not a heart attack then. Hey, congrats on a kidney, Evie. You know, I think I watched gameplay of Mind Over Mutant recently just to see what it was all about, and you know what it looked like? Sonic Boom. That's what it straight up reminded me of, Sonic Boom. Kind of is like... it's like the Kami Trio. Of course, this fight is fucking dragging. Imagine choosing to have an entire boss fight about fighting on planes in Crash Bandicoot. I mean, the lower FPS actually kind of helps here just because it kind of gives you a little more time to think. It's almost like you're in bullet time. Actually, I don't forget how good the Burger King burgers are. I had one for lunch. It was, well, my Burger King's kind of hit or miss. Like, the burgers are kind of cold a lot of the time, but, 30 seconds in the microwave and they're fine. Alright, we're almost done. Yeah, this fight fucking drags. Awesome! A little brutal, but... And we get the Fruit Bazooka, yay! The thing that drags the rest of the game to a screaming halt. Yeah, mostly I've been going for, wow, that's a lot of people. I've been just picking out, like, other video game soundtracks because I don't have the money to throw out commissions for songs, because I feel like I should pay pretty good for those. Uh, but most likely Project 3 will need some original tracks, and by that point I should have more steady income. You got nothing to say, Cortex? I actually, I've never beaten this game, by the way. This might be the first time I actually beat it. Alright, we got Crash and Burn, Gold Rush, Medieval Madness, Crate Balls of Fire, and the Cortex Vortex. But yeah, the Fruit Bazooka drags the game to a screaming halt, because you have to like sit there and aim it at everything now. I have legitimately no idea what he said.
Now that my elemental powers have reached maximum capacity, this little geek is gonna wish he was never created.
Dude, I have my volume up pretty high and I could not tell what he said. And I love that the second they don't have to pay like professional voice actors anymore, they suddenly start talking more. What the fuck is that? Well, it'd be hard to properly give suggestions with no context. Is the only issue I have with it. When did we unlock the super spin? Was that the third boss? I don't remember the super spin. Yeah, let me win for once is all I heard. See, look, now we have a fruit bazooka. I remember thinking the fruit bazooka was super cool. Damn, look at me. That was a trick shot. I remember thinking the fruit bazooka was super cool when I was a kid, but it turns out kids are stupid. Maybe kids are smart because they can find enjoyment in things that are objectively flawed. Like, a kid doesn't care what makes something good, they just enjoy it, you know? Maybe that makes kids smarter than all of us. If you can enjoy Crash, Wrath of Cortex, be your... How far back? Okay. If you can enjoy Crash, Wrath of Cortex, maybe you're a better man than I am. Or better person, rather. I'm not gonna, Did that bird just kill himself? It's tragic. Let me just step on this rock that came fresh out of lava. Yeah, but Fortnite's sin is less gameplay and more skeevy marketing. Which I don't feel like most people that are like, Fortnite sucks! They're not talking about how it's throwing microtransactions at kids. They're just talking about, oh, it's popular with kids, that's why it's bad, and that's a real boomer thing to say. I wish I could be that bird right now. Except I don't have the right to actually say that because I'm the one who chose to play this game. And it would only make sense if I was forced into this, which I wasn't. I chose to play this of my own accord. Okay, that did not pan out. I used to be on Fortnite's side specifically because, like, as a free game, I know that would help, like, some of, like, lower-income families. It's like, oh, you can play something really fun for totally free. That's gonna be great. But then it's, you know, it is just kind of, like, grooming kids to, like, microtransactions, so... Yeah, that's what makes Fortnite skeevy, but I don't feel like that's the complaint people are making about it. So I don't feel like most people's complaints are valid. Hop! Oh! Hip! pardon my assumption, I just deal with so many people IRL that are like, haha, Fortnite's for kids, because that's why it sucks. Popular thing bad. So, pardon me for assuming, my bad. I would love to see, like, an actual product placement. I would love to see actual product placement in Pokemon. I think that would, and it would just because that it would be so, like, hilarious. I just really want evidence of Game Freak just giving 0 fucks. It's why I wanted, Scorbunny 3's evolution, or Scorbunny's final form to be, firefighting. I just wanted that outright fuck you know? Like, just give me something to laugh at. I don't really like this. This kind of... Yeah, all the starters in 8th gen are monotype. But at least Scorbunny 3, I won't say its name in case people want to avoid that spoiler, can be more than multi-type. Because they just gave it a Protean reskin. Because it's so incredibly obvious that that one is just meant to be the marketing mon. Did I die for that? That's unfortunate. I think it's just a straight up Protean reskin. Unless Protean was changed in how it functions. Wait, that doesn't even hurt you, it just gets in the way of you. Interesting. Which means we're gonna have to come back to this level once we got the green gem. Protean was Greninja's ability, where, well, it wasn't just Greninja's ability, but it was pretty well associated with Greninja. Yeah, but Protean used to go off when you used the move, too. So I guess it must have been nerfed. Protean changes your type to whatever the move you just used is. And it's why Greninja got banned in 6th gen. Wow, this level was not cool. Thank you! I got really worried that that green gem path was gonna have hidden boxes in it. Whew. Fortunately, God had mercy on my eternal soul. We still have to go back, but we don't have to go for all the boxes at least. Alright, what do you have next for me, game? Please no more underwater levels, though. There's a whole other set of levels after these. Well, shit. I didn't think that was the case. Well, I've never known. This is the farthest I've ever gotten. I've never beaten the boss here. I do remember this. And I remember having a very, very hard time with it for some reason. I think you have to do, like, shootouts here. There's something about this level that I remember being really hard, but I also might be confusing it with one of, like, there's like a, I swear there's like a Western shootout themed level in Spyro 3 that I also remember having a really hard problem with. I'm just surprised that there were Persona 3 headphones. I didn't think there would be. I guess it wouldn't be surprising. What's the last piece of, like, anime or game merch you bought, viewers? Ha, get out of here, ass. Maybe you just wanted to see what deals the bats had. Come on, man. That does not at all surprise me, Ace. I figured it would be Gintama or One Piece. Not to say you're predictable, but I did see that one coming. Ooh, I meant to buy some of the new amiibos. I've never been to a con. The only time I've had even the slight chance of getting anime merch from a con is when I had a friend go into, I think, it was some anime convention in 2015 when I was, like, really in the height of my JoJo phase. I was like, if you find, like, a Johnny Joestar merch or, like, really anything JoJo, like, can you let me know and I'll pay you after the con? And they're like, yeah, and they didn't find anything, so. I just don't remember the last thing I bought for pleasure. I think the last thing I bought for pleasure might have been Umineko during, like, a summer sale. Like, I haven't bought, like, a game since, Three Houses. Ah, crap, what is this? What is this fresh hell? The last print thing I saw was, you mentioned, like, when I posted that Xenoblade 2 Chronicles Big Mouth, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Big Mouth crossover and everyone ratioed me, you'd mentioned that, like, the Ice Lady had, like, spiked high heels, and, I was like, whoa, is that really the case? So I looked up that character, and the first thing that kept popping up was all through the images was, like, eBay sales of, like, Xenoblade 2 hentai doujins, and I was like, oh my god. And they were, like, really explicit, too. Like, they weren't just showing, like, oh, this is a piece of merch. Like, here's Pyra taking a big load to her face on eBay. I'm like, oh my god. It was stupid. I'm like, why am I not surprised that a Xenoblade 2 search only gave me hentai? Wow, game really cool. What? No, GPA 2 thread is not too fast. Nothing about this game is too fast. The emulator crashed for a second. Well, I don't know, no one... Does anyone, like... No, never mind, I'm not gonna ask that question. I think my first pull in Xenoblade 2 was either the fish guy or Ursula's New Groove. I don't know. Fucking hated Xenoblade 2. The only reason I've kept my copy around is because I keep making bets with it, and I know one of these days I'm gonna lose that bet, and I don't want to have to re-buy Xenoblade 2. Oh my god. That work? That worked. But where did it go? I'm gonna drop a state just in case, because I'm a little nervous now. The stream did freeze for... Well, my emulator froze for a second, so that was the... It's like, GPU thread too fast. I'm like, what about this game is too fast? Where do you see the speed? Phosphor was one of the last pulls I think I got. Because, like, once I got to Chapter 4, I started doing a bunch of rare pulls, and then halfway through Chapter 4, I realized that I just hated the game. What? Y'all saw that, right? This is like that Arabian level from, I was going to say Metroid 3, from Crash 3, but if it just sucked. Like, I don't want to be, like, overwhelmingly negative about a game I'm streaming, but this is, oh, I can spin those guys away. I don't know why I thought they were invincible. Because why would you put them there if you could spin them away? Just as beginner's trap? Because Lord, it got me. Yeah, call me save state, Bay. I've already done Entranced. That was though, we did that, that was actually, speaking of the Sage's donation stream, we did that as part of the donation stream as well. And that was the one where I'm like, this game is like SARS. I think you were there for that, actually. I've got a nasty feeling that there's no, like, checkpoint. But, like, not no checkpoint, but, like, no, like, immediate Nitro Destroyer, because now that we have this, it's like, well, what, you don't need it. Oh, are you not there? I swore I remembered you being there for Twinsanity. That's weird. Oh well, I wouldn't be opposed to doing Twinsanity again. I like that game, so. The only issue is my copy's a little freeze prone, so I gotta be careful with it. Wait, that's nowhere near enough. What did I miss? Did I... Oh god, I'm gonna have to go through all this again. Because that means I clearly missed, like, a bonus level. Not gonna worry about it for now. Not gonna worry about it for now. We'll go back. There's already, like, 3 levels we have to go back to. What's one more? What is this, oofs in the chat, boys? There are 2 gems I missed there, so criminy jismus, dude. What did he say? He was like, yes. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. Viewers, have you ever seen Crash Bandicoot Super Saiyan art? Ah, thank God, another rollerball level. Not at all surprised. God, could I get a shiny tentacle? That would be so cool. Like, I haven't shiny hunted in Go recently, but there's been so many tentacles and I wanted shiny so bad. Well, into the abyss. Oh, this is less than ideal. Oh, why are there so many bottomless pits? And then you have to go back for everything too. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Look at these water physics. Oh, there's an event right now. And Tentacle is the event spawn. It's super effective week. It's to get you a team good enough to beat Team Rocket. And it's a really stupid event, but... Because because also they promised an uptick in healing items from stops, and then there's no uptick in healing items in spots. In fact, I think there might be fewer than ever. People are noticing that like they're getting way fewer items of the healing variety. Well, Teddy Ursa really works for Team Go Rocket because it's actually a really good counter for their Snorlax, because their Snorlax tends to run Lick, which Ursa Ring super resists, and then it has counter and close combat on top of that. Tentacool, legitimately no idea. I think it might have Acid Spray, which makes it a good PvP mon, but I don't know for sure. Look at this tiny Tuger. Look at his big clumsy butt. Yeah, the shiny rate for Tentacool isn't increased, but... or at least the week-long event spawns don't tend to have their rates increased, but if you can get one, that'd be cool. I got a shiny Articuno yesterday, that was pretty, Articiller. Not even yesterday, it was the other day. I feel like I shouldn't be going too far up, right? Like, there was something I clearly missed over there. Then I also have to be careful not to run face first into this Nitro. Dude, that's gonna be really good. That would really help you with that Onyx. I think so long as you have like a really good Kyogre, you should be able to solo an Onyx. You're just gonna have to juice that bad boy up and make sure it has Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Oh, I guess it just took me the right way. What game you thinking about, Beep? Oh damn, you really lucked out then, on you. My second best one has been stuck on Waterfall Blizzard, but it kept bouncing in between that and Thunder, so I just stopped worrying about it. But then my best one has Waterfall Hydro Pump. That is so lovely. I was really hoping there's like a 10 CP or just Little Cup in general and with PvP, but there doesn't appear to be. Like no like fan-made leagues. Yeah, I'd highly recommend it, just because Kyogre is pretty evergreen. Look at this Pachinko. Fuck! Pachinko sounds like a racial slur. I'm just trying to see if there's any, like, boxes around here I'm gonna end up accidentally missing. That's my big fear. Oh, just right into the Nitro. Chibi Robo. Gosh! I got scared. That wasn't desperation, that was fear coming out as desperation. You hold on to all the momentum you get. It's pretty, terrible. Yeah, Chibi Robo deserved better than it got. I never played it, but I know people really liked it, so... Oh, thank God I went up here, huh? Let's make sure there's no boxes I missed. This one is kind of annoying, just because there's so much to keep track. Wide open levels for the sake of having wide open levels isn't cool. It's the Final Fantasy 15 fallacy. Final Fallacy 15. Final Phallus 15. Phallus Fantasy 15. I did it. I've perfected it. The joke is now perfect. Yeah, I probably wouldn't stream the 3DS one because I'm averse to spending money. But it was like a GameCube game first, wasn't it? I could probably find the GameCube version on Vim. Is this not where I'm supposed to go? That is definitely phallus with a PH. I've completed the penis joke. Okay, where are they expecting me to go? Okay, that's the bitch. Gotcha. But then you still have to go this far for a couple boxes past it. Yeah, this is not ideal. Which means I've almost 100% missed a couple boxes. Do you think there's anyone who would get, like, really upset if you called them boxes? And it's like, they're crates! And, like, he actually got into, like, a fist fight on the playground about it. Because we had kids like that in our elementary school. Like, they'd get, like, really upset over, like, inane bullshit in video games. There was a DS game called Paw Patrol. Yes, you have to get them all in one run, or you don't get the clear gem. Yeah, that's really gonna help. I don't know if you could solo an Onyx with that just yet, but in conjunction with some of your grass stuff, you're in a much better position than you were the other day. It's like $8 in Walmart. It's $8 more than I'm willing to spend. Here we go. I'm gonna drop a state right here, because I know this is where I'm gonna miss a box. Like, is this supposed to be hay in the background? Is that what the texture is supposed to be? Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be looking at, like, legitimately. I've just been assuming it's hay. That was fun. Well, isn't hay just dead grass? Hoo boy. I'm not saving the states to save on lives, it's mostly just so we don't have to deal with the extra 5 seconds of waiting to respawn. Or isn't, alright, is it hay that's dead straw, or dead grass, or is it straw that's dead grass? Just keeps getting more fun every time it happens. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going right now. Uh-oh. Death from above. 1979. Wait, this just isn't it. I'm in the wrong part of the maze. Which means it's time to go back. Well, do I just have to, like, do a Hail Mary jump into it? You are putting way too much faith in your own engine, devs. That is ludicrous. There has to be more. Well, it's probably all the nitro, right? Where's the nitro exploder box? There it is. Alright, may God have mercy on our souls. Thank you, Jiminy Jismus. Almost died. Aren't we all in a hamster cage of our own choosing, really? If I fell in, I would have said the S word. I would have said shit. I would have said Raven Simone. Think anyone has made a porn parody of that called Raven Seaman? Alright, well. I love how they waited till the end of the game just to bring this out. Just the whole, like, crawling on the ceiling thing. That's no fun because it's really slow in this game for some reason. You are making entirely too many products, Epic Dip. I'm still working on Weed 2.5 HD Remix. You gotta slow it down and let me earn more money. Yeah, Mewtwo will be back. I wouldn't be surprised if they... Well, no. Mewtwo's their moneymaker, so... Listen. I don't care. Nothing about this game is too fast. Stop saying it's overflowing and going too fast. Nice invisible wall. It's really cool. Oh, this is what the game needs. Uh-oh. Slow down. Oh yeah, I have the mouse cursor sitting there because I forgot I needed it for Cooking Mama. I'm sorry, that's not very professional of me at all. I'm like a teacher in in an elementary school. You're like, how do I get rid of the mouse cursor? And they're like, teacher, move the mouse cursor. Kook, you could have ended that with, is this a level from Crash 3 but worse? And the answer would have been... Oh boy. I gotta add that Aku Aku to take the blow for me. Don't say things like that, Brad. This game, yeah, I think I called the first session, like, imagine Crash 3, but, like, worse. Because, like I said, I don't think the devs knew what they really wanted to do, because they didn't have the experience of, oh, why this? They didn't have the experience of having made the previous Crash games, so... They're like, alright, we'll just take the best-selling game, copy its formula, and see if that pans out for us. And it didn't. There's gonna be a chase scene. 3, 2, 1, go. What's this, gas? A little real. Really glad that thing that I couldn't have stopped was there to get in my way. I think I definitely had time to shoot. How do I feel about Sword and Shield? We talked about it earlier in the show. I'm gonna stop with the negativity is all I'll say. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Look, all I care about Frozen is that when I was at Disney World with Casey, we saw Frozen live, and it was like a cutesy little play. It was just like them reminiscing about the characters, actresses reminiscing about the events of Frozen. and just giving them an excuse to like have it be on like a live show. And when Let It Go was playing, there was this little girl behind me who was probably like 4, like very clearly Disney's audience, who was just shouting her little lungs out with glee, like, let it go, let it go, and it was the purest thing I'd ever heard. It was the purest thing. So every sin Frozen had ever committed in my eyes at that point was justified. It was like that moment could have, almost. That moment just, like, soothed my soul. Gosh. I also rode the Aerosmith's Rockin' Roller Coaster. I'm just gonna sit here and, like, shill, like, not shill Disney rides, but, like, explain rides I rode at Disney. It's like a roller coaster, but it, like, goes from 0 to, like, 90 or something, like, in 1 second. There's like one moment you're stopping and the next moment you're at full speed, and then they take a picture of you hitting that. And my face is like all the way pulled back, like I'd just seen the eyes of God staring into me. And like Casey and their parents knew what was coming up, so they all look happy, and I'm just like, oh, for the love of Christ, please forgive me for my sins. And then one thing I noticed is that, like, every ride at Disney World is just, like, you sitting in a boat on the water, except the only 2 rides that had nothing to do with water, it felt like, were, what was it? The Little Mermaid and Finding Nemo. They're, like, the only 2 rides that had nothing to do with water. Am I right? That's what I said! Yeah, those 2 somehow had 0 water involved with them. Frozen had it. Pirates of the Caribbean had it. Splash Mountain obviously had it. I thought it was really funny.
Been a naughty boy, but now that's going to
Oh. I really want, that was like ASMR, like he just like comes in your ear and he's like, Crash, you've been a naughty boy. Hey Yarn, how you doing? Disneyland? No, this was in Florida. It might have, I don't know if it was Finding Nemo, but it was definitely, no, it was definitely Finding Nemo. Because the other part of Finding Nemo, alright, to its credit, the other part of the Finding Nemo ride is it comes with an aquarium. Like, after you ride the ride that has no water on it, you drop off in an aquarium, and you can, like, look at all, like, the fish, and, like, there were, like, dolphins and sharks, and it was pretty cool. But the ride itself having no water in it when, like, everything else does is, I thought it was hilarious. Also, Sword and Shield got announced while Casey and I were waiting in line to ride the Avatar ride at Animal Kingdom. Well, so that's when I first got exposed to Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble. And at that moment I was like, wow, 8th gen's gonna be so good, it looks actually good! And then, well, you know. Yeah, that's not even my emulator messing up those noises, it's just the game in general just shits its, like, the GameCube version especially has really weird audio mixing. Spin that ass. What else did we do there? Alright, so when we were at, waiting for the Avatar ride, first off, the Avatar ride's like the most popular thing, and you have to go in for like, I think we woke up like 2 hours before the park actually opened because like if you like bought a certain pass or whatever, you could get into the park early just to ride that ride. And first off, it was just a super cool ride. Like that's worth like the admission to Disney in general if you can get on the Avatar ride. Because it's like a VR kind of thing almost. Like you sit on a motorcycle. It's like you sit on like this thing that's kind of like an airship, and then like you go through like a 3D movie. And like it tilts and like blows wind in your face, and it really feels like you're riding on the back of it, on one of those like flying things from Avatar. So not to show that anymore, but like the line's gonna be up to 4 hours long, and that's where while we were waiting for that line is when Sword and Shield got announced. But the thing is, like when you get there, it's like, all right, we have to scan your avatar in. So everyone stand there, and why don't you all just do like a little dance to like help the avatar form? And there are there are like two 11-year-olds next to us, and I nudged Casey. I'm like, hey Casey, I bet like it's like I bet they're gonna do a Fortnite dance. And the second's like, all right, start dancing. The kids immediately break into Fortnite dances. I'm like, called it. I just thought that was really funny. And I know they didn't hear me because I whispered it to them, but just they immediately broke into the default dance or whatever it's called. I thought it was hilarious. It was a very Joseph Joestar, your next line is moment. At least the Fruit Bazooka helps there if you don't have any faith in your platforming skills. I tried flossing at work yesterday, and we all rapidly realized that none of us actually know how to floss. And it sounds like it's bad dental hygiene, but no, it's a dance. You crazy kids probably don't need me to tell you that. What is El Diablo? Beep. I really thought I'd be able to pull that off. It's also I have zero faith in the game. When I say this is actually pretty cool. That was actually really cool. I still have to find out where to watch Gintoki, or Gintama. I could probably watch Gintoki and Gintama. There we go. But I think right now I've been watching Samurai Champloo again, just because, I don't know, I want some easy watching when I'm on the treadmill. Well, not easy watching. Samurai Champloo can be pretty sad, but just something I've seen before. Thank you, God. Zatch Bell's on. I don't know if I could rewatch Zatch Bell. Plus, it ends before the final arc. Well, the final arc just kind of sucks in general, but like it very much feels like I should probably end this. I talked about this before. Just the final boss's name, just for some reason, Clear, is just such a powerful name to me. All right, here we go. Final boss time.
Congratulations, Crash. You should be proud of yourself. Not only have you collected all the crystals in record time, but you also defeated the elementals. Let Crunch and me be the first ones to congratulate you.
Samurai Champloo is fantastic. Don't tell me that on you. I want to experience it on my own. Whoa. Yeah, I remember this. I've never beaten this, so... I can't imagine that it's going to be any easier with the emulator just throwing an absolute pisser. Oh yeah, you have to shoot him, that's it. I could never aim in time. Haha, I hurt you. Why would Crunch just punch him in the head like that? Oh yeah, this is the one that really fucked me up for some reason. I think it's just in conjunction with the falling rocks. Well, Cortex is in the bottom right corner to kind of symbolize it's his HP. Alright, I'm halfway in. That's something. I'm gonna say I don't know why it's such a hard time with this, but I'm also gonna be dropping states every time something goes wrong, so... Yeah, this audio is fucking killer. Like, not in a good way. Also, I panicked really easily as a kid, so it's like, I would get past it and I'd be like, oh my god, and then I wouldn't have, like, the, like, my heart would be pounding too fast and I wouldn't realize that it was my time to shoot Crunch. It's a very dramatic music. God, it is still going, huh? Whew. I'm about to say, I shot him, right? You're gonna let me, That's probably why I never beat it. That was way too much for young me. Oh, the R button while running. What did I map the R button to? I think it might be R2. He's just twirling. Damn, Beep, is that a threat?
What do you want from me, you cretin? Cortex! You realize that Crash may have collected all the crystals, but he doesn't have the gems. With the gems, we can resurrect the masks one last time and destroy that Bandicoot once and for all.
I would have been so disappointed if that was the ending I got. I'm just gonna skip that. Alright, how to get those gems. Oh damn, Cinnamon Soda's baiting him. Look, now we can run. This is me running away from my problems. What was the issue with 5? I don't think we had, like, the gem available for it yet. Wait, we had a green gem. Why couldn't I go on the green gem platform? I think some of them might be death routes too, like where you can't die. This is the 4th crash. We didn't get it in Jungle Rumble? That's weird. I think I probably would have like gotten like depressed if I was a kid and that was the ending I got. Dude, the second boss is crazy bad. Like that shit is unfortunate. And we can do the time trials, but fuck that. No way in hell am I doing the time trials for this game. I don't want to go through these. Why did that spin last forever? I gotta abandon the level because I don't know if there's like a death. Like if I can't do that. I'm only 56% in? Yeah, I don't have time for that. If the relics are needed for the true ending, then fuck it, I'm not gonna get the true ending. So I didn't realize there's more to this. We're just replaying all the levels again. Yeah, I gotta. Did I not drop a state? I'll be sure to drop a state this time. I don't know. Are there people who like legitimately speedrun this? Like they choose to. Well, I mean, this is what like all the Crash games did, where you had to collect the gems. But this is like the one where it's like really bad. If the levels suck to begin with, of course you don't want to go back and do it. But people's reaction to that shouldn't be, oh god, I have to play this game some more. It should be, oh great, I get to play this game some more. Actually, no, I don't watch AGDQ. Not for any, like, personal reason. I just, I don't think I've ever sat down and really watched many speedruns. Because for an LP or slash streamer, I really don't like watching LPs and streams. A lot of them, at least. There's a few LPs I really enjoy. Like, I'll watch everything HC Bailey puts out, but... But usually if I'm watching like streams or something, I'm putting something on as background noise. And I don't watch them anymore, but I really enjoyed Oni Plays his Crash Bandicoot 2 LP is just really, really fun. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I've got no clue what it is, honestly. I have no, like, good excuse about why I don't like watching streams. I guess just, it boils down to your personality, and I think a lot of streamers are just boring. And that could be, like, a huge hypocritical thing. Like, I don't know what makes an interesting person. I'm probably boring. Like, if I had to watch my streams, I probably wouldn't watch my... Fuck. Well, then that can't be true, because I love, watching the Sage's, like, the LPs we did on Sage's channel. I thought those were a blast. This really helps when you have the, double jump, huh? I'm surprised that TNT didn't go off. Well, it just helps that Sage's Kish and those two are really easy to get along with. Like, that wasn't even like synergy we had to build up. Like, that was just we met and we started like just talking about bullshit and we just immediately got together. Just immediately jammed. people always talk about soulmates, but then I think there are people that are like legitimately out there to like God intended for them to be your friend. I think that's how I feel with Kish and Sages. I'm very, very lucky to know those two. My life would be much more different without those two, and probably not for the better. Come on. Nailed it. All 49 boxes. I really want a glitchy monkey. I want a monkey to like scream at me IRL, but have it come out glitchy like that. Could you imagine how pants-shittingly terrifying that would be? To have a monkey scream at you in real life and have it come out like... Like, how horrifying would that be? And then plus I know it's like Kish and Sages are easy to get along with because like I inducted Casey into the friend group and they just immediately just like started like jamming. Like immediately like fell right into the it felt like it was all very natural, like there wasn't any of like the awkwardness that can be. And it was very nice. It's like glory. The only downside is it was fucking, Casey, Kish, and me, we recorded, or we played a bunch of Fran Bow. And, I really wish we recorded it, because we were fucking on. That shit was hilarious. I have a distinct feeling I know what box I missed. That one that was sitting there with all the, other crates, I feel like I missed that. Yeah, online did me a lot of good, because I didn't meet up with a lot of friends IRL. I didn't keep up with any of them after high school, and I didn't make many in college. And I definitely didn't keep up with them after community college. Not their fault, it's just, we went in very different directions. I really wish, because Casey really likes Fran Bow, and they really wanted me to play it, so I bought it during the Halloween sale. And we had such a good time with it. We haven't finished it yet. We really got to get around to that. But I really wish we recorded it, because I think that was, like, the funniest we've been since 2016. Like, I'm going to talk about that forever as lost content, and it was so good. And we'd never be able to recreate it, because it's totally blind. It was totally blind, and just a lot of the, because Casey knows everything about it, but me and Kish were just discovering it, and it was so fun. Oh well, one day. I'm really glad, like, I could help people. You know, just me dicking around with pals, like, bringing people, like, smiles, that is a very good feeling. It was like that one, on one of my Edge Chronicles, like, dramatic readings, I got one comment that was just like, yeah, like, I'm in 6th grade, and I always had trouble reading very well, but, like, I read along with your, dramatic reading, and it really helps me, and I cried. Like, I saw that, and I lost it. Like, I just sat there and cried. Like, I didn't think that... I had never once thought that anyone would use it as a learning tool, and the fact that it actually helps someone out is just like, oh my god. Well, because that content is very innocent. Like, I very specifically make the dramatic readings for kids, so I should probably not admit that, or I won't get ad revenue anymore. But... Well, no, the books really aren't for kids. They're a lot more violent than I remembered them being as a kid. but just reading what's in the book, it's got blood and guts. It's not for kids. Yeah, it always weirds me out when it's like, oh yeah, like, kids can watch my stuff. Because, like, I remember being in 6th grade, and, like, some of the shit I watched in 6th grade when YouTube was in its infancy. Do you guys know about, like, the Laser Collection or Charlie the Unicorn? Or is that just, like, lost on this generation of YouTubers? Imagine back in the day when, like, there weren't, like, a ton of LPs for people to pick out. And, like, so you had, like, 1 or 2 viral videos that you just had to loop forever. Because that's all you had. It's like a story I love to tell was when my friends got their PSPs, like the Sony PlayStation Portable, no one used it to play games. It was just the first, like, internet accessible device, like, any of us had. I didn't have a PSP. Is that locked forever? Alright, I'll just have to hope then it's not anything permanent. So, like, what we ended up doing, and it was really difficult to get, like, videos and stuff on your PSP, and, like, YouTube wouldn't really work on it reliably. And, like, none of us straight up had, like, internet in those days. Like, anyone who had a PSP didn't have the internet in that era, back when that was a thing that could still happen. So, like, what we would do is, like, my friend would go over to his other friend's house, go on his internet collection, download, like, some Boondocks or South Park clips, and that's what we would do. Like, we would hang out in the woods, just, like, playing, and, like, my friend would have his PSP, and when we got tired of, like, just playing, or, like, we needed to catch our breaths, we'd just whip out the PlayStation Portable and just, like, watch some Boondocks clips. Just rewatch the same, like, 30-second, montage of Stinkmeaner saying the N-word a bunch, because that's... Instead of it being a social commentary, we're just like, haha, it's like South Park with racial slurs. Because we were dumb kids. And like, whoa, that's edgy and funny, and I've never heard it. And so that's what we would do. It's just like, that, Family Guy quotes. I remember in the real dark ages, we managed to somehow get a single porn video on there. And we would take turns going into the bathroom on sleepovers to, like, wank to it. And, like, that was it. And we'd make that thing, like, that thing lasted. And that was the internet. I would never go back to those days, but they are, like, it is vaguely nostalgic. In the kind of way that, like, the Black Plague is nostalgic. So that's my story of the internet. How'd y'all cut you? God damn it. Oh god, what's my earliest save? Oh, God is good, God is great, God will help me masturbate. Oh, I could've just done that. Cutting your teeth is like it's a saying, like, your baby teeth. Can I not get in there? Okay, that's certainly not gonna... Shit, am I just stuck now? Wait. Wait, it gets stuck! Wait, wait. Are you fucking joking me? Alright, kill me. Kill me. Make me die. Should probably not be flinging those recklessly. Alright, how am I supposed to do this then? Let's do this pattern, huh? No, that's what it is. simpler than it had to be. Alright, well, we got it. I think that was the only thing stopping us from getting that gem. So yeah, the dark ages of the internet. And by the way, this would all be, like, after, like, our sleepovers would be just, like, playing Brawl for, like, hours. Peace out, Kook. Hope you enjoyed. A lot of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a lot of Metroid Prime, Prime 3, Prime, really just all the Prime games. You gotta do it, Ace. You gotta bring cat-eared hats into the world for the baby. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, how can they call it Metroid Prime 2 when... Wait, no, 2's a prime number. God damn it, never mind. My joke failed. They can't make Prime 4. That's the issue. They ran into the fact that it's not a prime number. That's why they had to restart it. Now it's gonna have a new subtitle. Alright. Now, what was the issue with Bonsai Bonsai? Should we? Was it like a gem that we were missing? I liked Other M. I mean, I'll be totally honest. I think I prefer it to Prime 3. There's a lot I think that could be improved with it, but I don't like. I enjoyed my time with Other M. Other M was the one where there was like super. It was like the baby. It's the one that everyone hates because Samus shows emotion in it. Then goddamn, why is this woman showing emotion? Like, oh no, this space dragon that killed her parents is here and she's having a PTSD attack. I will say that Other M is a stupid fucking title, though. I get what it was going for, but it reeks of, like, pretentiousness and wankery. This game's a lot more fun when you don't have to worry about getting all the boxes. Though I do remember one of the stupidest complaints I'd heard about it was, the game is sexist because, Samus has to take orders from her commander, who's a man. And, like, I can understand where you're coming from, but no. That was stretching. Is it any coincidence that no one started talking about X-Play? It was a red gem. At least I know for sure. Samus was part of a space force. She hunts bounties, but she also has to count these Dracula. Hey. Yeah, X-Play. That's what it was. It was Morgan Webb who said that. Remember X-Play? Remember G4? The hell was up with that? That's what I'm saying, Desert. Oh god, this. It's okay. We don't. Well, no, we do have to worry about the boxes because I didn't get them all. Where did I miss boxes here? I mean, yeah, the authorization was a weird choice, but it's like not like a game breaker. It's just, I guess it's a matter of how much you're willing to accept. And I was willing to accept a lot because I thought the game was fun, so, you know. Well, I'm just glad that I can make everyone feel old. I was worried that a lot of people weren't gonna remember this. So, like, this shit was like my youth. I remember finding out G4, I'm like, oh, there's a video game channel? And I was so excited. Well. Yeah, at least there's a death row, I don't have to worry about it now. I remember being really upset because, and I didn't even see it, like, apparently, I used to be, like, super into Zatch Bell. Like, you know how Ace is with Gintama and One Piece? Imagine that, but, like, 3 times stronger. And that's how I was with Zatch Bell. And so, I'd heard there was a fighting game for it, Zatch Bell Momoto Battles. And I couldn't play it because it was, I didn't own a GameCube, and I could never find the PS2 version anywhere. And, I was like, oh, I want to play it so bad, and I played it in a Toys R Us demo kiosk, and I was so happy. And then I heard my friend was like, oh, yeah, I've heard of that game. X-Play gave it a 1, and I was like, nope, they're stupid. They suck. They don't know what video gaming is. Why do they let idiots have a show? And I refuse to believe anything that any of them ever said again, because I'm like, no, they're stupid. Nothing they can say is true. And then I played the game recently, and I'm like, oh, yeah, no, this game is kind of fucking boring. This game was clearly made just to get that Zatch Bell money. Yeah, it's kind of a golden age to be a teenager right now, as far as, like, YouTube content. Yeah, kids are dumb, what else is new? Well, it's not that, like, it's your favorite property gets a video game, and when you're a kid, that's just like, ah, oh, cool and good. Didn't commit. I used to be so excited I would watch Naruto and play RuneScape. Watch Naruto, Zatch Bell, play RuneScape, and then that would be my Saturday for, like, months. Does it not have a hitbox? What game was I playing at that time? I think I was really into the one of the Battle Network games at that point. Damn it!
That pushed me back a little far. I don't care much for it.
I have no idea where I am. That's really far back. I just have to hope there's no death route. That's not really far back at all. What am I talking about? Oh no, that is really far back. Oh well. Yeah, I haven't kept up with any of the big YouTubers. My pal used to be really into Markiplier, so I was into Markiplier for a while, and after that I don't know. I watch the content I enjoy. So, like, the big video game YouTubers, I've got no clue, but, like, the stuff I'll watch is, like who have I been really into? Steve MRE Info, Steve 1989 MRE Info is the big one that I watch a lot. And he's an MRE reviewer, and, like, he's eaten, like, MREs from dating as far back as, well, he's eaten food from literally the Civil War. Like, there was a piece of hardtack I think he ate from that was dated back to the Civil War. But then he, like, frequently eats, like, World War II rations and stuff, too. Like, rations, not that were, like, styled after World War II's type rations. Rations from, like, 1940. So that's pretty cool. So that's Steve 1989 MRE info. Really good. You get a lot of history with his videos, so I'd recommend it if you're into that. Like, and then it's food, so some of the food just looks really good too. I think a lot of it is just I watch a lot of food-based reviewers, like Guga Foods, for like learning how to like cook steaks, really expensive steaks in cool ways. Who else? Let me go through my subscription. Like, let me just go through my feed and see like what's new. I'm gonna check that real quick. Well, let's see what I can get here. Nothing. Cool. All right, subscriptions. Some Call Me Johnny, Chugga Conroy, Asai, Guitar Hero, Little Z, Smash, Super Eye Patch Wolf for anime, Chris Stuckman for movie reviews, more Chris Stuckman, more Asai, Rashadi B for metal covers of video game stuff, Joel, Jim Sterling, HC Bailey, stuff like that. I think there has to be a Nitro box. What am I? Did I mess up already? Yeah, love me some oh, that's what I have to do. I have to get the TNT. You think that's what I messed up on the first time, maybe? Thank God for me. Plus, I generally agree with his opinions. And then there are some videos of his I just don't touch because I know I'm probably not going to, but... That's the trick. If I see something I don't like, I just don't watch it. Gosh! No, the issue with, like, when you get to be really big is you kind of have to sell out a bit, per se, just to, like, keep up with the trends. If it's your job, you have to keep up with those trends. Because otherwise you're gonna starve. So, like, when a channel sells out, I never judge them for it. I just stop watching them. Like, if I don't like a channel's content, I just stop watching. Like, I get why they have to quote-unquote sell out. What am I effing doing? Like, I'm never gonna slander someone for making the hustle work for them, you know? There were a couple Nitro boxes I left behind, right? I just want to be sure before I leave. Yes, okay, it's Nitro. Whew. I mean, it's like I say, Game Grumps, like, I clearly stopped being the target audience, so I stopped watching. The part of it was I just stopped finding them funny. Like, I realized that I hadn't watched an upload of theirs in a while, and then I watched it, and it was like, alright, well, clearly... I'm not gonna say clearly anything, I'm not gonna judge when I don't know. It is my skeleton. I can't imagine how stressful being a big name YouTuber is when I almost quit doing the whole thing in general over how stressed Path of Radiance made me. So no, I have no right to judge. I have no clue what the big guys are going through. Because my vague hint of success was too much for me. No, the Grumps have definitely changed. Like, there is a definite difference in their demeanor. And then I think, and then I can't talk about their content because I just haven't watched it in a while, but had altered by the time I had left. Like, it was clearly not the same. Not necessarily better or worse, but absolutely not the same. Alright, if I hit that nitro box, am I going to be freed from this hell? Yeah, I think I just unsubbed from the Grumps in 2017 and haven't looked back too much. No, I'd be super stressed if YouTube was my job. This stuff, like, imagine all that Kappa stuff, and you're just like, well, shoot, am I gonna have to completely reevaluate who I am? I could never. Alright, where to go next? Because I think I've gotten... Alright, I don't have all the box gems. I'm still missing this box gem. Oh yeah, if people started looking me out in public and be like, oh my god, are you Comic Fire? I would scream. I'd never leave my house. I could not imagine how terrible that would be. Like, if any of you ever recognize me out in public, for the love of Christ, don't tell me. I beg of you. Just keep that to yourself. Just never tell me that you saw me out in public. I will, unless it's like at a con or something. Like, if it's at a con, like, sure, like, I'm here to have fun and I get it, but if I'm, like, out and about and you run into me, I'm just like, for the love of Christ, never talk to me. Just, I couldn't handle that. That'd be really... Yeah, Comic Con. Hey. I don't go to cons either, so I'd like to. Comic Con would be fun. Yeah, if you're on if you come from a different continent, only you can, like Ace, James, Tipsy, they can all call me out. But everyone else, no. As long as it's a one-off vacation thing and not a, oh my god, like I potentially live next to a viewer. Or if, like, if I was out, like, doing my job and someone was... must have been what I missed. If I was, like, out on a shoot for my job and someone recognized me, that would be horrendous. I'd be polite, but... I don't handle surprises very well in real life, so... Please don't surprise me. We had a professor at Towson who had purple hair. So weird color hair is not necessarily the weirdest thing in the world. Jay, if you did that, I'd pee. I'd make you watch. And I'd make you help me clean it up. I think it's not even a fetish thing, it's just a punishment thing. I missed a box in here. What did I miss? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Alright, it's just the nitro. We're fine. Well, that really depends on Jay, doesn't it? If punishment is a fetish or not. What would you do, like, if in real life you found, like, a floating PNG of your head, and when you clicked on it, or, like, when you walked over... No, the CPU thread is not too fast, emulator. Ace. You collect a PNG of your head, and like when you do it, like nothing immediately changes, but you can tell that if you die, you'll come back to life. Now, would an extra life be like you would die but reincarnate, or would it be like a save state, like a save point, like if like there's like a checkpoint in your life, or would it be you were in a near-death situation, didn't realize it, but then fate aligned to have you escape it? So like you never knew that you used your extra life. What would an extra life be IRL? I only know Christy watching Kage Pro. I don't know anything else about Kage Pro. I don't even know what button you hit to make this go. Is this just how fast it goes? But like, would you be able to tell that you used the extra life, or is it just like you get it and like? Or I guess if you could tell that you got the extra life, you'd know when you'd use it, I guess. But imagine blowing your extra life on something stupid. Oh, this does go faster. I don't know why you would want it to. Do you think it's like when you get it? You know how like you get a certain amount of points in like Pac-Man or something, and you get an extra life? Imagine like when you break one of the world records in like the Guinness Book of World Records, you get one of those extra lives we've been talking about. Why is this thing just say moo with a cow on it? This all feels a lot like a bunch of like that one like spear throwing enemy. It's just like that felt like assets for another game that they just had, and they're like, all right, let's just use it in here. Hello, what's this? I almost walked past it again. If I have to go through this level a third time, I'm gonna shit myself. Except with this, that isn't really so much of a threat, because I don't have to worry about running into Nitro. So long as these things come back up, or else I am in trouble. Really? This is nothing like the Rat movie. No! Are you joking? Oh my god, I lived. Wow, it is like a war zone in here. Not gonna mention a specific country like last time. I feel like I've used all my goodwill on that. Though I am kind of in awe of exactly how much like the Rat movie Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was. Alright, now we have to do all that in reverse. Hup. Damn it. Well, the nitro box isn't here, will probably count, but we know there's a nitro exploding. So, I'm not gonna sit here and go through it all. Otherwise, to be safe, why do we have to go through this in reverse? It's because otherwise I'm gonna have to go through this level in its entirety again to, Damn, that is far back. I have to go. Damn it. It takes you to the warp room. Like, that'll just end the level, and we'll have to break all these boxes again. And I don't want to do that. So unfortunately, this is the fastest way, but it is dangerous. But we have save states, so it's fine. Plus we have the extended spin! It's not my joke, I can't steal that. Sage state is what you call it when you get that moment of mental clarity after a good orgasm. Alright, well now we got the yellow gem. Hup! Yeah, post nut click. I don't like nut for it. That is a very not good word. Oh, peace out, Cinnamon. Hope you had fun. Yeah, God, I feel like that was another issue with like PS2 era platformers, is that the levels went on way too long. Like, I know you have the extra space, but like, use it for something. Like, make more levels. Don't make longer levels. You know. Like, this was the same issue with Sonic Heroes, is that the levels were dragging by the end. Like, wouldn't it be a cool thing to have more cool levels instead of having fewer lame levels? But this is probably easier for dev time, because it's like, alright, we have to come up with fewer ideas, just take the one idea we have and make it really long. So, like, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
I think it's lame, but I get it.
I don't know why I'm bothering getting the fruit. God. I'm gonna reload. Can I run through this? I cannot. I thought maybe if I hit R2, it would speed run me through that part. Yeah, you Euro pals in your late time. Well, I think it's just like, it's like coins in Mario Bros. It's like, they're there, so you want them. Like, the game is... I got really worried for a sec that my math wasn't adding up. Alright, and we never have to deal with this shitty level again. It's like you see them, and it's really satisfying to collect a bunch of things at once. It's there, the game developers clearly want you to get it. But then I also feel like that's a form of lazy game design. Instead of making interesting levels, just put a bunch of fruit in there so people are like, haha, clap, 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 look at that, I'm entertained. Crash and Burn, I feel like we needed another gem for. Alright, what more do we need? We need 1, and then 2 and 3 in there. This is totally done. And there's something we still have to grab in here. Bonsai, but we need the red gem for that. We don't have the red gem yet. And this is... No, this isn't totally done. What am I missing here? Okay. Maybe the red gem's in here. Wouldn't that be nice? They essentially are the Chaos Emeralds. At least we don't have to ever worry about... I think we got all the clear gems, so we never have to worry about breaking boxes again. You needed the gem we just got. That was a yellow gem, though. Was it I needed yellow for this one? Oh, whatever. Pathologic HD or Pathologic 2, I don't know what those are. I don't think I've ever heard of them. So no, but I could be if they are explained to me. Oh, yeah, we did need the yellow gem for this one. I remember that. I went down the wrong path, though, didn't I? What a horrible, like... You make the choice, and it's like, well, I hope you didn't want to have fun. Yeah, I think I went down the wrong path. Aku Aku, it has been a pleasure serving with you. Oh, that was the path? Shit. Well, I'm smart. Oh, it sounds a little dark to me. I don't know, I've been afraid to assign sexualities to the characters in to like named characters in Rose Gold Heart, because I don't want to like say like, oh yeah, this character's definitely gay, and like have them die in a terrible way. And it's like, I get it can happen too, but you know, it's like a shit, that is tight. Wait, can I make it through that? Boy, that is gonna be tight. Do I need Aku Aku for that? Nope. I didn't figure they'd make you damage boost. Huh. Alright, well that one's all done. Radical. That's levels all done. What was this one? We determined that one was the red gem we needed. Question is, where do we get the red gem? This is all done. At least we're narrowing down where it can be. Droid Void. Let's give it a shot. Because some of these are like death routes, so like I have to be careful. But on the bright side, I can also just eat my way through. So that's fun. I guess it is way better on a replay, since you can just run, double jump, and spin. Yeah, I feel you there, Desert. Do you prefer either Fox or Desert. I've been calling you Desert since it's the first name, so. Ooh, that's a big one. Well, you said there's spoilers in that one, so I'd probably avoid that one if I was interested. I'll check out some spoiler-free stuff on it. Desert, gotcha. Hup. Alright, let's see if I can swing it. Okay. Hup. Are you it, or is it? No. There's gotta be like a death route I missed. Yeah, it's like when I tried to write like more like in-depth things, it was like I have to see if I don't want to be problematic with my stuff. So I'm doing my best. Yeah, you know, like those like Twitter threads. It was like, oh yeah, like we finally got an int B rep that's the main villain. I was like, oh, I don't want that either. It's just a matter of like breaking kind of new ground for me, because I'm not much of a story writer. I'm a cis white male, so I don't want to accidentally cancel myself. So if I just like stop it. It just crashed twice when I did that. Now where are you, Mr. Death Route? All I want to know is what if Spyro was Pan? Like, cause I've written a lot of LGBT characters in Rose Gold Heart as like NPCs, rather. It's like you'll talk to someone and it's just like, oh yeah, my boyfriend and I went snowboarding today. I'm trying to make it very natural and not like a huge thing, I guess. I don't know. There you are. Do we have to go through this whole setup with this? Can I accidentally die? I felt like I was gonna be able to like walk off there. Oh yeah, I get to play more of this level. I haven't determined anything about the player character yet. Sexually. Since the sexuality is not going to be like a plot thread, I just didn't figure I'd bother with it. But I guess it is world building. So, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Into the abyss with me. When is the last time I saved? Well, that's just it, Brad. I aged up the MC, so it's not weird. No, I'm joking. It's not why I aged the MC up. A lot of the plot threads didn't seem to make sense by throwing a 10-year-old out into the worlds. So I aged her up to 15. Just young enough where things are where some of the world building makes a little more sense, and it's still tragic that a young child is going through unfortunate things. Fuck. I don't care much for if this had a second jump, I think everything about it would be fine. I've read like a Cards Against Humanity script, you two. They look 10, but they're actually 8. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like 10-year-olds liking other 10-year-olds. Like, the sexuality of the MC is probably never going to come up because it's not important to the plot. And partially it's because I don't know how to write romance, first off, and I don't know how to write sex. There's no good way to write sex stuff, I think. It's like, it just feels awkward, slows the plot down, and no one has fun with it. Well, like, when I tried, like, aging it up, it was like, what's, like, the age where I felt the most, like, vulnerable and least likely to want to go on a huge adventure? And it's like, alright, 15 sounds perfect. So I figured that would be the most tragic thing to put a character through. Do we have all the gems, then? Alright, let's try Cortex Vortex. Alright, we're getting close to the end. I think these are the last 2 gems we have to grab. That 1,000-year-old dragon lolly trope is the death of me. I hate it. If I ever met someone who unironically justified being attracted to a character because,
Oh no, she only looks like she's 4.5 and has the titties all out. She's actually 1,000 years old.
I'll punch you in the tits. Yeah, but I felt way more prepared for my life at 17 or 18. If I had to go on a quest to save the world at 15, I don't know what I would do. Noe was weird, because, like, I S-ranked her with Kellum, and, like, the whole thing was like, I'll be your sister. And it's like, aw, having a big sister's the greatest thing. And then the next thing is like, yo, what if we got married? I'm like, oh, no. No, that won't be happening. Like, we could bring, like, the whole age thing, but then, like, bringing, like, sister con into it is even worse. But everyone was like, yeah, your Na's gonna be really good if you marry your Noe to Kellum. So I'm like, alright. I'll believe you, but God, at what cost? I mean, they were right. My Noe was very good. Really nothing got through my Noe. But then I ended up not using, or my Na was very good, but then I never ended up really using my Na. I remember, like, the first time I realized that, like, certain characters couldn't S-rank with certain characters, because I wanted to ship Anna and Frederick. And they were like, oh no, Anna can only marry the MC. I'm like, why? I don't want that. Wrong redhead game. Yeah, there's that green gem platform. These look disgusting. Yeah, what was up with, he was like, there's no way my little sister could be this cute or something. Then I think I ended up marrying, Pan and Frederick. I was like, alright, we're gonna make Frederick a furry. No, I haven't played Fate since any of the DLC came, or I haven't played Three Houses since any of the DLC came out. I beat Golden Deer and I just stopped playing. Because that was really all I could handle at once. Three Houses is a whole lot of game. How far back did I just push myself? This is still the death route, right? Yeah, this is still the death route. Fates is blatant wish fulfillment, the video game, and that's valid to an extent. I like Birthright a lot because I just feel like a death god when I play it. Like, it's an easy game where I can turn my brain off, not have to think, and have a game tell me that I'm a brilliant tactician. And sometimes, and especially when I first played it, it's exactly what I needed. I was not doing too well, and I needed a game to just say, hey, you know what, man? You're valid. Everyone loves you. Isn't that cool? And yes, Hinoka's thighs. See, the only thing I wasn't, like, super keen on was Hinoka's, like, smoker voice, but... Was it like Arrow Manga Sensei or something? Like another anime by the same people about the same concept of being attracted to your little sister? It's like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Shinzo. Like, even if this does increase the birth rate, this isn't the way you want it to happen. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, dude. Oh, that was the run button. Well, what was Hinoka's voice like in Japanese? Well, I mean, there's gruff voices, and then there's Hinoka's voice. Like, no offense to her voice actress. Like, I mean no harm in that regard, because I'm sure that that was just a role you were playing. It was just where their voice direction took you. I died. Conquest was a also very interesting LP. Like, did I ever reveal the reason why I bowed out of the Conquest LP for a while? Did that ever come to light? Or did I keep that one to myself? Alright, so then it was the voice direction. If Minerva sounded fine and then Hinoka sounds different, then that was just a voice direction thing. Oh wow, I never brought that to light, huh? Oh god, should I? Oh, that was a dark part of my life. Let me just make sure I got all the gems. Oh no, I'm missing... No, I still need the yellow gem. Do I have the yellow gem yet, or am I about to get that? What, are you about to Buster Wolf me, Matthias? He runs with his head down so he doesn't get ochre in his eyes. I don't know why he's concerned about that, but you know, I'm not gonna judge him for it. Oh my god. Thank god I got the all the things here. Alright, I have the yellow. Oh yeah, the story. Jesus Christ, I was about to let people just sit there and alright, so no secret, at that point in my life, I was in a not good relationship. And I never brought this up, and I really don't know why. I just think it was, by that point, it's taken me a long time to heal from that one. But she was very she despised anime, pretty much. Like, there was a lot to it. I'm not gonna, oh, god damn, really, man. That was the, I'm not gonna go, like, into the depths of everything about that relationship, because I would sit here and break into fucking tears having to relive some of that. You want to talk about the real reason I got on antidepressants? Fucking Christ, that should have been a 3-year, journey, going through all that. But she was like, I swear I never want to see you playing Fates. Like, these women are like disgusting. It's all just like it's all just horny. Like, I don't want you playing this. I swear. I'm gonna break up with you if you do. And I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want that to happen. So I'm doing the LP. It's like, I'm not playing it. I'm just making fun of it. And then she finds out one day, and I wasn't keeping it a secret. I'd said we were recording Fire Emblem. And she's like, I thought you were recording one of the other ones. And I'm like, no. And we got into this huge fucking argument. Like, in one of the episodes, like, I don't remember which one. It might have been like 10. I think it was an episode before we bowed out. Like, I get really quiet halfway through the episode where I had to mute myself and just jump into a call with her and be like, and we got into like a screaming match about it too. And it ends with, all right, whatever, I'll forgive you. You have to tell Sages you're dropping out of that LP right now. I'm like, I really don't want to do that. It's like, all right, it's me or him. I'm like, oh, fuck. And now I'd be like, all right, hit the brick, sister. But then I was like, Sages, I can't do this LP anymore, and this is why. And he got pissed. Like, he found her Tumblr and just, like, fucking, like, win off on her. And then, so I had to get him to apologize for that, because then she was about to yell at me over that. And so, needless to say, we ended up splitting up really soon after that anyway, because just that shit was a powder keg and a half. And so we split really soon after that, so then I rejoined the Fates LP. I'm like, yo, Sages, I don't have to worry about her anymore. Can I come back? And he's like, yes. And so that's when I came back. Then damn it. How far back was that state? Okay. We ended up getting back together again because I was in a very vulnerable part of my life, and she came back and was like, hey, I'm like, ah, fuck, I'm gonna fall for this, aren't I? And I did. And so, at that point, I just didn't care. Like, I just never told her anymore. I'm just like, whatever, if you find out, what are you gonna do? Break up with me? And so, because I stopped caring at that point, too. I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. I'm sick of you. No, she was legitimately terrible. When I say I was in an abusive relationship, I was in an abusive relationship. So fortunately, I'm free of that, and I have a lot more respect for myself. That shit ain't never happening again. Once was enough. Whew, so that was the depths of that story. Y'all got the abridged version, but that's why I had to bow out of the Fates LP for a little bit. And then the second that was no longer a concern, I jumped back into the Fates LP. Cool, now that we got the red gem, we can finish that. Yeah, so, I mean, it's all over now. It's been, we split for the last time, and actually, it's been just a little over a year now. I still remember the date as one of the happiest days of my life when we finally split. Like, for real. That was, November 20th, 2019. I was like, whew! That was so great. And the impetus for it was the stupidest shit in the world. Like, what finally, like, the straw that broke the camel's back was, like, the dumbest shit in the world. And it's, like, really funny in hindsight. Like, it's hilarious. And it's just like, really? This is what did it? Did I say 2019? I meant to say 2016. I was looking at the clock. And when it said 2019 here. November 20th, 2016. Sorry, I'm looking right at the thing. God, wouldn't that be fucking horrible? No, so it was 2016. It was right when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out. And she was very excited about Team Skull. And like Guzma and all that. And so I'm streaming with Kish and Sages, and I think Splitty and some other people were there. And she calls me up on the phone, and she's like, "Oh my god, I found Guzma!" And I'm just like, "Dude, congrats!" Like, I'm not feeling that good anyway. Because let me tell you, just this whole relationship, it got me so like burnt and depressed that I couldn't gather up the energy to be excited. And we got into like this huge fucking screaming match about that. And I'm like, oh, for the love of Christ, this is happening again. And like, we like got super fucking into it. And then I went to sleep. And I was like, listen, babe, I want to kill myself right now. And if we keep this up, I'm probably going to do something. So just please don't talk to me. I'm going to go to bed. And I wake up the next... What the fuck just happened? And I wake up and I get a text, and it's like that she'd sent apparently right after that. She said, if you don't text me, we're fucking done. And I'm like, okay. It was like, if you don't text me by the time we wake up, we're done. And I'm like, okay. So I just never fucking responded to her, and that was that. Like, that was the end. So when I say I constantly thank God for Guzma, there's a good reason. Because I constantly thank God for Guzma. You have to like short hop over these. No, and it was like really like awful with it too, where like I would get like my phone would ring like for me getting like text messages from like mom or my friends, and like I would like my heart would like start like pounding, and I'd get like short of breath, scared of like, oh fuck, that can't be her, isn't it? Because I blocked her number. So I was constantly worried that somehow like I just didn't do it, and that was her texting. What is that? So that took a couple months to heal from. Anyway, this is like the therapy stream, wasn't it, huh? For a more powerful belly flop, press A to jump, and then press B at the top of the jump. I guess that's just for Crash, because that didn't do a damn thing for her. What's the point of that? It doesn't add anything, does it? Yeah, imagine this being the... I had to, like, unlist this afterwards. Like, no one needs to hear all this. Christ. Alright, let's see. But what's the point of it? It doesn't add anything. Alright, is that all the gems? But it says I'm at 60... I guess the relics count. Alright, so we've got all the gems. So let's get the secret ending. Which means we have to beat the boss again. God damn it. That's just funny, B-Rad Butter. It's just like B-Rad Butter. That's you now. I mean, that's a valid thing, too. It's just, like, interests not aligning. Like, it happens. People grow and weird... Like, I had a friend, he was, like, my best friend from middle school up until the end of high school. And, like, I tried hard to, like, keep him in contact. He went to a different college. And, like, we'd meet up a few times, we'd text. And then, I ended up, like, totally losing contact with him for a while. Like, I couldn't seem to get back in contact with the guy. And, like, we ran into each other because I ended up going to the same college as him. Not because of just him specifically. I was already interested in that college. And we meet up, and it was like, oh. It was at that moment I realized, like, oh, we don't have a damn thing in common anymore, do we? And we're like, oh, yeah, let's hang out. And we made plans, and, he ghosted me on them. And then I'm like, okay. So, like, I tried at another point to contact him with it, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, I had to do this. I'm like, oh, totally valid. And just, it ended up, like, nothing ended up panning out, so. Like, dude's got a life, and just, if we drifted apart, it happens. Like, I don't hold any ill will towards him about it, but it sucked. All relics and crystals are needed for the... But wait, does that include, like, the gold or platinum relics, or is it just, like, the sapphire relic? Because I guess I'll go through one more session of this for the relics, but... But if I had to get, like, the platinums, then no, this is the end. If I had to be, like, legitimately good at speedrunning this, I'm done. Then I wonder what the gruffness was. Well, they also kind of did that with Effie. Like, there was no real reason for her to be like, "Oh, my biceps," because apparently that wasn't her thing, like in Japanese. I hear Treehouse kind of did Fates dirty in general. Effie's cute. This last phase does last forever, doesn't it? Oh, fuck. Effie is the same age as Elise? No, I refuse that. There's no way Effie is 13. Wasn't Elise being 18 just a development, like a localization change? Like, wasn't she 13 in Japanese? Thought so. So that Effie's 18. I'm more likely to believe that Effie's 18. Not easily, but...
Can't you ever let me win? What do you want from me, you cretin? Cortex! You realize that Crash may have collected all the crystals, but he doesn't have the gems. With the gems, we can resurrect
Yes, I do.
one last time and destroy that Bandicoot once and for all.
What are you talking about? What haven't I done? Did we miss a gem? Didn't someone say that we had like 5 levels we missed? Where do I access secret levels? Alright, gem. Alright, totally complete. Gem. Gem. Can't believe we forgot Pearl. Alright, gem. Gem. Is there like a way I could see it through here? I guess not. Sister. But where are they? No. Five relics. You bitch. You bitch. No! God damn it, we have to do a third stream of this? Oh no! Well, let's at least start. Alright, it just says relics. It doesn't say platinum relic. We can get the sapphire relics, right? Oh. That was the...
You dare bring more levels into my game? You must die!
Let's go. Let's see if we can get a platinum relic, though. boy, the emulator froze for a second and it's like, oh shit, here we go. No, watch it be the platinum relics are necessary. I would not at all be surprised. It's like, oh, you got the secret ending, but what about the secret ending? We are just gonna end up having to get platinum and everything before this stream is just gonna let us out of its filthy clutches. I love that the game also can't seem to handle itself. Alright, what was that? Gold! Oh, platinum. The game can detect if you're using save states. Save stateless crash run. That looks gold. Did we really not get a... It's 37 for the platinum. Holy shit, and I thought we were kicking ass. Whatever, we just need the one platinum. Oh god, I didn't think about this. Oh my god, we're gonna have to redo all those levels. Oh god, and this thing again. And you've got to find like a really efficient route to go through these then. Coog! We discovered we have to get all the relics. We got all the gems, but we have to get all the relics too. Coog, save us! Only you can defeat Ganon. 69 HP, can't save me now. Plus, I got it. Did I never start the time trial officially? Or does the time trial just start automatically? I'm gonna have to redo this whole level, aren't I? I didn't think about what it would do for the flying levels. They have to start automatically, right? They do not. Ah! You ever... Have any of you wondered if there's a god? Speaking of that, Coog. You ever, like, looked in... Like, if there's a merciful god out there, is it merciful? Where is the clock, then? Oh. Well, I guess while I'm flying, I can open up Go real quick and check. Could this Alolan Geodude be shiny? Well, it could be if I didn't walk away from it. Plus, I don't know, like, the most efficient route is. It's not like I can, like, map it out. Plus, then you're just sitting here waiting, and it's like... But guys, I'm having a lot of fun. I think if I was slightly more efficient, I probably could have gotten platinum, but we're not going to get it in time. Maybe gold, but definitely not platinum. I feel like we were like 3 seconds short of the platinum. Yeah, it's gold. But then it looks like it's platinum, and then it's not. Or I guess it showed that we got the gold and the platinum is still what's left. But that's weird. I'm half gay, I can say this. I don't want the game to taunt me. Yeah, platinum is 1 minute. Oh fuck, I didn't think about this. That means we can't even take it slow. We've got to like yeet our way through this. Alright, this is gonna be the last one and then we're gonna call it a stream. Cause if I want a stream's worth of content, I have to be sure to get all these right if we're gonna be speedrunning all this. I'm not getting the platinums, fuck that noise. Go! Yeah, forced waiting gimmicks and speedruns sure don't seem like they'd go together, huh? Finish the first world. But Jay... I guess I can finish the first world. Random shiny platinum relics. You're fucking with me. You are absolutely fucking with me. There's no way that's true. It's not nice to taunt me, DJ Space Invader. Hey Jay, what if you and DJ Space Invader fused and became DJ Space Invader? Oh! Oh, speedrun! Yeah, isn't that just how it goes with me? I see something, I see anything and my catchphrase is just, oh, I didn't think about this. Does that make me a himbo if I don't think? Game, do not crash on me. That was a platinum, right? It wasn't a platinum. I swear, needed 37 for that. Fuck 37. Wait, so what? That was just a silver? It wasn't even a gold? Oh my gosh. I don't know how I feel about that. Or was that just a sapphire, then? I'm gonna neck myself. Apparently the speed run for that is like 9 sec. I'm gonna look up a speed run for that one, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen so we can see what it's like. Move it, fatty! Oh god, it's Dragon Quest XI. I already made that joke. There are people who platinum these for fun. Couldn't be me. What if you got a platinum relic in a Pokemon Platinum speedrun? I'm getting these relics just because I know you guys want to see the true ending. Alright, that one had to be good, right? That one's gold, right? Oh. I'm gonna have to choose more funny three-letter words. Christ, 36 seconds. I mean, I could see how I could have made my time faster, but... whatever. We're doing our best. I would unironically love that beep. I would really love to get this far and just like have one of the developers like put a PNG of them flipping off the camera. I think the shading and colors just look so shitty in this game that it looks like it's it just looks like it's platinum. That's what I figured it was gonna be. Espeon.png killed me. That was the funniest shit I think I'd ever seen. I'm so upset that we couldn't keep the Clover streams. If YouTube worked properly, we'd get to keep the Clover streams. But no, they're unfortunately gone forever. Not Clover, channel. Pokemon channel streams. Maybe I should just go back to Pokemon channel one day. I know I still have the saves for it. You can just go back and have a good time. I'll bring Kish along so it's actually fun and not as awful as the first session was when I did it blind and solo. Yeah, I had to delete the Pokemon channel streams because I got a copyright claim by ShowPro. And because YouTube hadn't finished processing the video, they gave me an incorrect timestamp for what they were trying to monetize. I was like, oh, and it went on to like the pinball stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, I know ShowPro doesn't own the pinball stuff, so I'm gonna dispute the claim. Foolish me, YouTube just hadn't finished it, processing it, but they gave me the time like they had finished processing it. So what they were actually claiming, the proper timestamp was supposed to go for the anime footage, but good old YouTube fucked it up. So then I made a claim saying they definitely didn't own the anime footage they definitely own. So I was either going to have to explain that, which Japanese company probably wasn't going to listen to me, or just delete the channel, or delete the streams. And I figured deleting the streams is the safest thing to do. Was that just Sapphire? Yikes. So that was fun. Which is a shame because the Clover streams were just really funny because now we have no context for sexy Latinas. We have no context for, yeah, that's definitely Sapphire. No context for sexy Latinas, no context for, the Machop doll, the cool poster. Do you remember how epic it was when we finally got the cool poster? And we had ordered too much, so we couldn't use it. Cool. Save that for next stream. And then it happened twice where we ordered too much shit and couldn't get the cool poster. We finally got it. Oh, Ace, you missed something good. And Espeon.pin motherfucking G. The cool poster, Ace, was this really, like, shitty PNG of a Latios and a Latias just, like, floating in, like, a blue void. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull up channel No, wait, shit, I don't have it anymore. I have the saves, but I deleted channel itself. I'd have to re-download it, so I can't pull it up. What I am going to do is look up that Bamboozled speedrun like I said I was going to. Wrath of Cortex, Bamboozled. Oh, shit. Now I can't see the chat anymore. Let me pull that up real quick and we can see how fast we're supposed to be able to do Bamboozled. Level 3, Bamboozled, Crystal Gem... No, give me the Relic. Platinum Relic. And it's taking forever to load because... here, I'm opening up in another tab. Live in 2 hours, that ain't right. Stream chat, come back to me. Alright, internet, come on. Hurts when you're trying to stream and it's like, yeah, nope. Well, it helps that I had a YouTube tab open to get that Umineko shit post ready because I had to lift the Hellfire footage. Well, that's not very fast at all. I was told this was 9 seconds. Who lied to me? That's 18 seconds. I thought it was like a crazy glitch. I forgot the timer froze. That's not actually impressive. I'm not going to bother showing that. Oh, Anya. You can admire better people than me. Stop Buster Wolfing me. Oh, everyone was complimenting me. Aw. I hate Doggo. I see it. Alright, I'm gonna open up Go one more time before we call this a stream. Oh, guys. It was the last stream, too, where everyone was gassing me up, and it's like, oh, guys, come on. You're gonna make me blush on stream. You wouldn't be able to tell because I, Oh, that's saying entirely too much, DJ Space Invader. You can't tell because I don't have a face cam, but if you did, it would be unfortunate because I ain't wearing pants. No, I'm joking, I'm wearing pants. No, I always get fully clothed before streams because I always feel like being naked on stream would be weird even if no one can see me. Like, if a streamer doesn't have face cam, there's no guarantee that they aren't naked, but you can always guarantee that Comic Fire F Symphon is always fully dressed while streaming. Not socks, though. My feet, my lovely, lovely toesies are always exposed. Anyway. So I think that'll be it for the stream tonight. This actually went on longer than I expected, and it's gonna have to go on longer than I expected because we need the fucking relics. So that'll be fun, quote-unquote. So we'll do this next Saturday, and it will be fun. So thank you so very much for joining me. Hope you all had a wonderful time. I'll reveal my toes in the Discord right out. You know, I'm gonna snap a picture of my feet right now and post it in the Discord. Get the best toe pick I possibly. Get those out of the shot. Alright, this is going right on the Discord. Comic Fire's toe reveal. Perfect. Alright. Into the general it goes. As the promised toe reveal. And set. Cool. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Hope you had a good time. Have a great weekend, and enjoy your Thanksgiving break if you are a student and it is coming. Or a worker. I'm a government worker, so I get Thanksgiving off. So I get pretty much the whole week off. It's going to be great. Anyway, have yourself a great week no matter what happens. I love you all. Take care. The promised Polytoad. Polytoad Neverland.